Hello, grade 5 learners. Welcome to our virtual class. Again, I'm Teacher Eunice, your English teacher. At the end of this presentation, you are expected to use compound and complex sentences to show problem and solution. But before we go to our lesson today, let us have a review of our lesson last week. Through this simple activity, cause and effect match. I want you to draw a line to match each cause on the left with its effect on the right. I'll give you 2 minutes to answer this activity, but if you want more time, you can pause the video. Your time starts now. Now it's time to check your answer. Let us have the first sentence. Mom locked the car door. The effect is, we couldn't get inside. The second sentence, the students were too noisy. The effect is, the teacher turned the lights off and on. The third sentence, there was ice on the step. The effect is, Sam slipped. The fourth sentence, Roberto ate too many jelly beans. The effect is, he got a bellyache. Last sentence, she ran a marathon. The effect is, she was very tired. Do we have the same answers? If you got the passing score, then you did a great job. If not, still congratulations for doing your best. Now, let us study the kinds of sentences according to structure. Let us have the simple sentence. Simple sentence contains a subject and a predicate. Expresses a complete thought. For example, the boys went to the park. The subject is the boys. The predicate went to the park. To know whether a sentence is a simple sentence, you must remember that it is also called an independent clause. What do you mean by independent clause? A clause that can stand alone. A sentence that can stand alone. How about compound sentence? Compound sentence contains two or more independent clauses. Clauses are joined by a coordinating conjunction. For example, the boys went to the park but they did not go to the zoo. What are the two independent clauses in this sentence? The boys went to the park. They did not go to the zoo. To know whether the sentence is simple or compound, look for these conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Remember the fine boys that we tackled last week? Those are coordinating conjunctions. Now let us have complex sentence. Complex sentence contains an independent clause, a clause that can stand alone, and a dependent clause, a clause that cannot stand alone. The dependent clause begins with the subordinating conjunctions. For example, because the boys went to the park, they did not go to the zoo. What is the independent clause in this sentence? They did not go to the zoo. What is the dependent clause? Because the boys went to the park. Another example, the boys did not go to the zoo because they went to the park. To know whether the sentence is simple, compound, or complex, look for these subordinating conjunctions: after, before, because, although, when, since, if, whenever, unless, while, so that, even though. Now let us know the difference between the three. The first one, the simple sentence: Scott was playing soccer in the morning. Mary went to the beach. Simple sentence expresses a complete thought or idea. Compound sentence: simple sentence plus simple sentence, or two independent clauses combined by coordinating conjunction. Scott was playing soccer in the morning, so Mary went to the beach. One independent clause or one single thought: Scott was playing soccer in the morning. Plus another independent clause or one single thought: Mary went to the beach. Combined by coordinating conjunction so. How about complex sentence? Complex sentence equals simple sentence plus dependent clause. One independent clause or one single thought: Scott was playing soccer in the morning, plus one dependent clause. Again, dependent clause cannot stand alone because it doesn't express a complete thought. These two clauses combined by subordinating conjunction because. Look at the picture. Based on this picture, can you think of a sentence that best describes it? Alright, we can say that the girl's tooth is aching. How about this picture? Can you think of a sentence that best describes this picture? We can say that she went to the dentist for a checkup. Now let us try to combine the two sentences that we came up. The girl has a toothache. She went to the dentist for checkup. Let us use coordinating conjunction so. The girl has a toothache, so she went to the dentist for checkup. The first sentence expresses a problem. The second one expresses a solution. Combined by coordinating conjunction so. So this sentence is an example of a compound sentence showing a problem and solution. What is a problem-solution relationship? Problem and solution portrays a relationship of ideas in a sentence where one idea poses a problem and provides possible solution to it. Let us read and study this compound sentence. Ella is hungry, so she eats a lot. What is the problem in this sentence? Ella is hungry. How about the solution to this problem? She eats a lot. These two clauses combined by a coordinating conjunction so. Let us have another sentence. I was soaking wet, so I changed my clothes. What is the problem in this sentence? I was soaking wet. How about the solution for this problem? I changed my clothes. These two clauses combined by coordinating conjunction so. Now let us have another image. Think of a sentence that best describes this picture. Okay, based on the picture, we can say that they cut too many trees. Now let us have another picture. Again, based on the picture, can you think of a sentence that best describes it? Okay, we can say that we need to plant more trees. Now, to combine the two sentences. They cut too many trees. We need to plant more trees. Now let us read the sentence. Because they cut too many trees, we need to plant more trees. What is the problem in this sentence? They cut too many trees. How about the solution to this problem? We need to plant more trees. These two clauses combined by subordinating conjunction because. So this sentence is an example of a complex sentence showing a problem and solution. Let us read and study this complex sentence. She repaired the computer after she noticed it was damaged. What is the problem in this sentence? She noticed it was damaged. How about the solution for this problem? She repaired the computer. These two clauses combined by a subordinating conjunction after. How about this another sentence? Since winter is coming, I'll need the warm mittens. What is the problem in this sentence? Winter is coming. How about the solution for this problem? I'll need the warm mittens. These two clauses combined by a subordinating conjunction since. Now let us try to answer this simple activity. Directions: construct a compound sentence showing the problem and solution in this passage. I'll give you enough time to answer this activity, but if you need more time, you can pause this video. Your time starts now. How about this one? Construct a complex sentence showing the problem and solution in this passage. I'll give you 2 minutes to answer this activity. Your time starts now. Answer. Number 1. Robert was afraid the flooding river would reach his home. His parents were away and he was watching with his little sister. He saddled his horse and he and his sister rode to the top of the hill. We can have different answers, so if you think that your answer can be considered, you can show it to your teacher. This is my answer. Robert took his sister at the top of the hill, for he was afraid that the flooding river would reach their home. The problem in this passage, he was afraid that the flooding river would reach their home. The solution for this problem, Robert took his sister at the top of the hill. Now let us have the second passage. John didn't know what to take to school for show and tell. He asked his mother for an idea. She suggested he take the ribbon his dog won at the pet parade. Now this is my answer. John didn't know what to take to school for show and tell, so her mom suggested to take his dog named Ribbon. The problem in this sentence is John didn't know what to take to school for show and tell. The solution is her mom suggested to take his dog named Ribbon. How about this one for complex sentences? Number 1, Mrs. Anderson wanted a fresh pineapple for her cake. The store near her did not have any fresh ones, so she went to another store and bought it there. My answer is, since Mrs. Anderson couldn't find fresh pineapples from the nearest store, she decided to buy from another store. The problem in this sentence is, Mrs. Anderson couldn't find fresh pineapples from the nearest store. The solution to this problem, she decided to buy from another store. Now let us have the last passage. Emily knew she had to get to school on time, but her mother said she couldn't drive her. Emily decided to leave early and walk to school. My answer is, because her mother couldn't drive her, Emily decided to leave early and walk to school. The problem in this passage, her mother couldn't drive her. The solution, Emily decided to leave early and walk to school. Now, do we have the same answers? If you got the passing score, you did a great job. If not, still, I want to congratulate you for doing your best. That ends our discussion today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have time, please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. You can also hit the bell button for you to be notified on my next video. See you again next week.